Hey everybody. Um, this video is not going to be for everybody. It's going to get into some relatively deep stuff. So if you're not in that kind of mood to watch it, then I suggest you don't. But just some things that have been on my mind lately, and I wanted to share it with as many people as want to read it, I guess, or see it. It has to do with death and the afterlife and heaven and hell and all that good jazz. What you believe in, what you don't believe in. Much to the dismay of many people in my life, I can never describe myself as religious in any way. And it's not for the attempt at being rebellious or trying to be different or, anything like that. I'm aware of the fact that I'm in the minority when it comes to that nowadays. And the world's changed a lot in the last 15, 20, 30 years. And it's a lot more accepted nowadays to be, not religious or agnostic or whatever the terms are. But, I've never seen myself as a believer. And that's strictly just because, to me, the idea of it just has always seemed kind of silly, honestly. I believe myself as a realist, and so when I've heard the stories of you're good your whole life and you make all the right decisions and you get to go live in the sky at the end of it all, to me, even as a little kid, that never really made a lot of sense to me, and as an adult, it still doesn't, to be honest. Now, by all means, anybody that does believe in that, this is not a video to tell you not to tell you that you're stupid or silly or whatever. Belief is just that. It's belief. It's what you believe in. I'm not here to convince you not to believe otherwise, but I'm explaining why it is that I'm not in that situation. Now, by all means, in the next 10, 15, 30, 40, whatever years it is that I have left, if something happens that changes me and shows me whatever evidence that I might need to sway me in the other direction, then by all means allow that to happen. But at this time, there certainly hasn't been that, and so I consider myself as not religious. And the reason I even bring that up is that, being a realist, I quite frequently lay in bed at night and just think about the end. And this is not a depression thing. Nobody needs to check on me. I'm perfectly fine. This is just what goes on in my head at night. But there are certainly times that, I lay in bed and I just think about, one day this is going to be it. Like, one day I'm going to lay down and that's going to be the last time I lay down. And, it doesn't get me sad or depressed or, make me think anything of it. I mean, if anything, it makes me not want to kill myself even more, I guess, because of the idea that that's just it. And as absolutely brutal as it sounds, that's kind of what I believe is it. I kind of believe that once you have served your time on Earth, if you will, and your time's up and you pass on, that's just it. You just become the dirt. And then that's a very harsh reality for a lot of people to even think about accepting. Honestly, I believe religion exists solely for that reality. Whether, and once again, I'm not going to tell you what you believe in is not right. But I believe a lot of people have clung and still cling to religion for all these years, and it's the reason that religion will never die. Because, it's a very cold thing to accept that, hey, we're here for no reason at all. We live to die and we die to live, and that's it. And, that's, just because that's what I believe doesn't mean that it's what I like. I really wish that someday I can be swayed to believe something else. But that's truly where I'm at. Because of that, it does help me accept life and death. I'm not afraid of the idea of death. Does that mean I want to die? Absolutely not. I've got a lot of things left in my life that I want to accomplish. I've got children that I need to raise. I've got, much more I want to accomplish in my career and everything else. But I've also accepted the fact that one day it's going to end. A lot of people don't have that acceptance in them. Some people don't ever think about it. Oh, I'm not going to talk about that, And I know, once again, not as a detractor, or not as a negative thing, and not as a, outright like depressed thing, or whatever you might want to conceive it as. But I know that one day my time is up, and that could be on a car ride home from work one day. That could be 10 years from now. I could live to be 100, and it could be another 70 years from now. And I certainly don't have any idea when that's going to happen. But I've accepted that when it comes, it's going to come. And that also puts me in the boat of not really having any idea what the hell's going to happen. Because accepting the death's going to come for you just means that you're accepting, in my viewpoint of this, I'm accepting that the end's going to just show up. That one day I'm going to become dirt, and that's it. And like I said, that's why I don't blame anybody that has that belief in them that, hey, this magic sky world that everybody gets to go to, if they live life the right way, is what I want to believe in. Because it's nice to have something to cling on to. It's nice to have a reason for living. Some people, that's all they need. And by all means, religion has probably made a lot of people better people. Some people live their life by the book, being the Bible. Some people live their life by the book because they want to do all the right things to get their passage into the beyond. And so there are a lot of people in this world that would probably be terrible and murderers and rapists or whatever, etc., if they didn't have that to cling on to. So once again, this is not a video to tell you religion's a bad thing and you shouldn't believe in it. But I understand. Like, I get why me making a video that says, hey, I think that when we die we're dirt, is hard for people to accept. But that's honestly what I believe in. And like I said, it keeps me up at night sometimes, because I get to laying in bed and thinking about my life and everything that I have and how great it is, and then it seeps in, and I'm sure I'm not the only person that's had it happen, but that kind of feeling seeps in and creeps to the back of my neck. That's like, yeah, but one day you're just going to be done. And it's kind of terrifying, honestly. But, it is what it is. And, I don't mean to go for a pause here. And I'm sure this is just absolutely great content to watch at the time when I'm barely talking. But I don't know, guys. I just really wanted to share my thoughts on it. Whether or not you believe in it, whatever, that's up to you. I'll never tell you that you're wrong, and I'll never tell you that you're right. Like I said, belief is just that. It's what you believe in. Nobody can tell you what you believe in. That's not for them to decide. But I will tell you that live your best life for whatever reason it is that you want to, attribute that to. If you want to be the best person you can be because you want to move on to heaven or whatever, if you're a different religion, probably a different outcome. But if you want to be the best person you can be and live your best life because of that, then by all means, believe in what you have to believe in that will get you to be that person. And if you don't believe like me, then do what you have to do to make the most of your life, because you know that one day it's just going to end and you're going to be dirt. And the only thing we have then is our legacy. What did we leave behind? Is it our kids? Did we accomplish great things? Did we change the world? That's ultimately what we have, and that's what I believe in. I believe in our I believe in our legacy. I believe we make our own legend. I don't think that anything's predetermined. A lot of people have that belief of everything happens for a reason. I don't believe that successful people and rich people and inventors and people that have changed the world have done so because it was predetermined to happen. I believe that those people have worked hard and earned where they're at. And I think attributing that to a higher power is not fair to those people and what they've accomplished. But either way, as I said, whatever it is that you have to do to be the best person that you can be, go out and do it. And just keep killing it in life, guys. And I guess I'll see you on the next one. But thanks for everything, and see you on the next one, guys. Thanks.